Welcome to the Dr. Erin Show. May you live your truth. Live from Los Angeles, we come together each morning to know the truth, live on spiritual principle, and align with universal law. We also come together in Soul Society with a vision to be the #1 spiritual leaders community in the world, committed to enlightenment, empowerment, and of course, entrepreneurship. So today, I want to talk to you about someday, giving up the delusion of living for someday. And of course, coming into the power of now. So, I have many people that come to me to work with me. And one of the most common things and themes that people are dealing with is what we consider midlife crisis. Another thing that I deal with a lot is people who are, thinking that they will someday be happy when they just figure out their career. Or someday they'll be happy when they just have enough money. Or someday they'll be happy when they just find that right partner. And it's a trap. Let me tell you, it's a huge trap. So let's break this on down. Okay, so I had this one lady that came to me and she was midlife. She came to me and she said, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's wrong with me. I am just completely numbed out in my life. I'm not excited about anything. I don't know what's going on. And I said, okay, no worries. Tell me what's going on. She said, I have a decent life. I have a decent marriage. I have a decent, life. My car's decent. My house is decent. My kids are good. My friends are decent. I just don't feel like I'm alive anymore. I feel like I'm just like walking through life. And, we got into some subconscious processes. We got into all the work. And what we discovered was she had thought when she was a little girl that when she grew up and moved out of the house, that then she'd finally be happy. Like someday when she moved out of the house, she'd be happy. And she moved out of the house and then she was like, okay. And she wasn't feeling really fulfilled. So then she thought, well, if I just, of course she was in college and when I get my career and when I do that, then I'll be happy. And she graduated from college and she got a decent job and was kind of working in the industry that she wanted to work in. And she still felt like something was missing. She thought, well, someday when I meet the right man, then I get married, then that's why I'm incomplete, And she met somebody and she got married and it was, kind of beautiful like that process, but she just thought there had to be more. There was something more to that. Well, maybe it's just the children. I'm a woman. I think that maybe you just don't feel fulfilled until you have children. So she had children, and then then it was someday like, well, if they just if the kids just grow up a little more someday when they're not as hard as little babies, then I'll be happy, So the point is, she started realizing through the subconscious processes of going back into re-experiencing and really looking at what was really going on. And she realized that she had been living for someday, that someday she thought she'd be happy. And it was always not the case, because she was always living for some fantasy that was way out there in the future. And I think it's a really, really important point for all of us. I know that for me in my 20s, I lived for someday. I was so determined to become a self-made millionaire. And I thought that when I really would have financial freedom, then everything would work out. And it just wasn't the case. Sure, some things were easy, of course, but it didn't fulfill me the way I thought it would fulfill me. Oftentimes I'll have people come and they go, I just really want a relationship. I'm ready for a relationship. And we break it down like, what's your why and all this stuff. Because most of the time when people come and they're looking for a relationship, they truly believe that then their life will be, then it will be complete. Just like Jerry Maguire, you complete me. You really messed us up on that one, Tom Cruise. But the point is that the law of the universe doesn't work like that. The law of the universe, and impressing upon the subconscious mind, it only knows now. It literally only knows now. And it basically just replicates whatever emotion and whatever you truly believe at a subconscious level. And it literally has to project that out. And that's the lens that you look through. And it's actually what, through the law of attraction and things like that, that's actually what you're creating as a vibrational match, as Abraham Hicks would say. So the point is that living for someday, the issue with this is that you are pressing upon the subconscious as a lack. Something is missing and it's not here yet. And the universe just says, and so it is. Something is missing and there's a lack. And it just reflects back that over and over again. You see that through the lens you're looking through. You experience that in your perception of life, and so on and so forth. So let's break this down. How do you move past someday, the misconception, and getting present into the now? So what, of course, as going through subconscious work, we deal with breaking through the trauma, anything that's having that belief that, that you won't be fulfilled or that you're not worthy of love, or all those things that we break through in subconscious work. But what we also do is we break through into what is your truth. Because this is what I know for sure, is that most successful people do not attach their success to the future. Oprah Winfrey didn't start her talk show like she wasn't miserable in the process, and then one day she was happy with the talk show. Like literally she loved what she did, and she had many jobs before creating a 25-year talk show, right? I mean, obviously she loved it and she loved that hustle. Athletes don't generally say, I am going to be happy when I get that gold medal. They love what they do. They love and they show up, and they're so present in what they do, and that's why they become the best of the best, right? A dancer, an actor, whoever it is, yes, I'm sure that they have the vision and the hopes and the dreams of getting there, but if they're not present and loving the now and loving the journey, we hear this often over and over times with, billionaires. When they're interviewed, they didn't do it. Yes, they love the money, and yes, whatever, but really they love the deal. They love the process of the deal. They love that innovative factor, right? So my question for you is, if you don't, what is it that you truly love doing today? And that's how you get present, right? I mean, yes, the power of now and getting present in mind and detaching from the future and, healing the past. Of course, that is imperative to do your subconscious mind. But it's a trap. And the reason why the power of now, and the reason why, just practicing being the observer in the spiritual realm, meaning that you don't attach to the future or the past, you literally just stay right here, right now. And that's great. It's a great process, a great tool, if you will. But the issue with getting just into the power now and not actually handing and birthing your truth is that you will constantly be trying and fighting to try and stay present and enjoy the here and now. So here is what I would consider living your truth. Living your truth is really getting clear about not only who you are and healing that trauma. Living your truth is getting clear of what you're passionate about. What is that exactly? What are you passionate about? What would you do if money was no factor whatsoever? What do you do when no one is watching you? And if you truly don't love what you're doing on a daily basis, you miss the whole point of life. Living for someday is a trap. It is something that the movies show us, and the happy ever after ending that is really delusional. So coming back into the here and now, asking yourself, what's yours to do, right? This is not a dress rehearsal. Your life is not a dress rehearsal. What if today was the last day of your life? What if this year was the last year of your life? What would you do? And maybe you need to heal. Maybe you'd spend your time making amends and healing and saying goodbye to everybody, right? And that you got to do that anyway. But what would you do beyond that? What would you do after you've done all of that stuff? Maybe it's that you haven't traveled enough. Well, then you need to be doing that now, along with what you'd be doing as your craft, as your career, as whatever it is that you truly love to do. So today's, practice is to live in the now. And I don't mean live in the now and just become one of these detached spiritual people that just is going to be the observer and you don't have any attachment to anything. That's not the type of live in the now I'm talking about. I'm talking about living so fiercely in the now and giving yourself fully to life, fully to what you love, and fully to being you and only you and no one else. So today's universal law is a law of growth. And this states that nothing in the universe is still. Everything is in motion and is designed for expansion. There is no time in the physical realm. However, in the physical realm, some things take time. Such things as growth of a plant, becoming a dancer, building a home. This universal law allows us to witness and measure our ability to manifest and demonstrate through the space and time continuum. And the reason why I chose this universal law today is because we often do live for someday. And if you are say an actor, say you are a businessman, say you are whatever it is, wanting to become a spiritual leader. It takes time. You have to master certain things, certain skill sets, certain mindsets, certain different aspects of that career. You can't expect to be the master the first day, right? So living for some day, you've got to get into loving that process. The joy is in the journey. It's not in the destination. We know that. We've heard it over and over again. But are you enjoying the journey? And if you're not, I beg you to, consider and get clear of how you're going to live your truth and align to what you truly want to be doing, so you're not living for someday. So today's daily spiritual practice, again, is to live in the now. And the question is, where in life have you been living for someday? Make a list of all the things you think will make you happy someday, right? Making that list and realizing that someday's got to be now. So create a list of the things that you thought would make you happy, but you never fully accomplished or were short-lived in bringing you happiness, right? This is the point of acknowledging, oh yeah, I thought that would make me happy and that didn't make me happy. It might be, I thought I'd be happy when I got married and then I'm not happy. Or I thought I'd be happy when I moved into that next house and yeah, I'm still kind of dealing with not being fully happy. Like, you have to acknowledge where you've created this and been an illusion of someday. Next is create a list of your dreams and the things you'd like to accomplish, right? So create a list of all the obstacles that are stopping you from the things you want to accomplish. For example, if you're waiting for something to happen so you can live the life you've always wanted to live, right? Are you waiting to make enough money so that you can finally do what you really want to do? Are you waiting until you are the ideal weight to get back into the dating world? Are you waiting to get enough information to know what you want to do for a career? Are you waiting to write a book, when you have enough courage? Are you waiting? What are you waiting for, right? What are you waiting for? This is the truth, is that the only thing standing between your dreams is procrastination. Literally the only thing. And just knowing right here and right now that you are a powerful spiritual being. That if you are living for someday, you miss the entire point of life. The entire point is to be completely present right here and right now. This is the only day of your life. Make it the best day ever and do what you really, truly love to do. And if you don't love your job, then frickin' figure out how to take that quantum leap and do what you really love to do. That's the most important. The only aberration is waiting. May you have a great day and may you live your truth. Thanks again for tuning in to Dr. Erin and Soul Society podcast. I'd like to invite you to write a review on iTunes. Also, I have a free gift for you, a money meditation and worksheet, which you can find at soulciety.com. That's www.soulciete.com. Or 30 guided meditations at drerin.tv. That's www.drerin.tv. We also hold monthly Soul Society events that are all about transformation and building extraordinary community. You can also watch me live daily on goodmorninglalaland.com or Instagram at drerin.tv. Grab your free manifestation masterclass with the purchase of my international best-selling book, Awakening, a 40-day guide to unleashing your spiritual powers, life purpose, and manifesting your dreams at erinfallhaskell.com/awakening book.